job growth, and a safe vaccine that eradicates the virus and quickly ends the pandemic.
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I can hear you, man. How you doing?
Vaccines are coming right around.
You hear me?
And if I weren't here, it would have
Whoa.
taken 3-4 years before you had this stuff. It's happening now. The greatest companies in the world doing it. Normal life will fully resume, and that's what we want, right? We want normal.
I can hear you. Hey, yeah, I can hear you, man.
Okay. I was trying to do my avatar, man, but it's cool.
Oh, man, you all right? How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Nothing much.
Yep.
Nothing much, man. It's a cloudy day in Richmond, Virginia.
Yep, it is out here.
So how's everything going? I mean, what's the state of affairs in San Antonio, Texas? You hear
So
me?
what's been going on?
No, I'm asking you, what's the state of affairs in Texas? Can you hear me? Yo.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I said, what's the
Okay.
state of affairs in Texas?
The weather's it's cloudy out here right now.
Yeah, but
Cloudy,
they,
drizzling. Supposed to be a cold front coming through.
looks like the president's having a speech in Michigan right now.
Yeah. There's like a lot of people showing up too.
Well, and that's interesting because I wanted to ask you, how did it? I sent you an article today of the people. Some people want their vote back. So how are people in Texas feeling about the fracking comments by Joe Biden?
Oh man, they're upset about that. Fracking is big out here. People are making good money out here doing that, and they love it. That's the culture out here, and they making big money. I mean, the average job in fracking pays 6 figures a year. That's like the low wage. I mean, they make good money.
So if they're paying somebody to frack on their land that much money, then how much are they making?
Oh man, they got to be making hundreds of thousands per month. From what I hear, they got stock barrels and barrels. Just wouldn't believe hundreds of thousands of barrels of oil. We could sell to the world right now if we wanted to. We got that much oil.
Well,
Joe Biden want to mess that up.
I was talking to a friend yesterday, and they told me, man, they don't think Biden gonna win Texas no more. I said I didn't think he was gonna win it from the start. I thought that was all hype anyway.
Right. Absolutely. No, he ain't gonna win from the start. This is definitely a red state. Every now and again it looks blue. You would think it's blue, but at the end of the day, it's really red.
Well, yeah, and another thing, you ain't gonna be talking about no guns in Texas.
Right. That's like the guns and Bible. That's two things you ain't gonna talk about out here. Guns and the Bible.
Guns, what they call it, God, guns, and country in Texas, huh?
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's it. Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, but it looks like he got a crowd there. He's gonna be in Nebraska and be somewhere else. It looks like 4 more years. Especially after getting the Supreme Court justice last night. It looks like 4 more years.
Yeah, it's official. So
as a matter of fact, the Supreme Court justice, even if you had to go to court, the Supreme Court justice gonna side with him.
You absolutely they will. So that's in the bag.
As a matter of fact, the mail-in voting situation get thrown out now. I did send you a thing this morning where it's mighty odd now that in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
You saw the brother that got shot?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm saying with this situation, in the middle of an election, what's one of the hottest states they keep talking about? Pennsylvania, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Wow, it's crazy.
Well, I call it election year, pandering, but it's also election year BS too.
Absolutely.
Because, like I said, these shootings are serious, but the fact is they only show you to until a certain time. Police kill people every day or hurt people or something.
Yeah.
And that goes against among all demographics.
Yeah, I agree. That's
So,
correct.
you know, I'm just saying that they're showing it, and I said to myself again, why they always gotta show you a black man getting messed up? You know why they do that?
Why is that?
Because you can have an idiot like LeBron James say, "Oh, we're scared of our lives. Black men are scared in America."
Yep, you're right about that. Yep. So
And
that's the narrative.
I said that house puppet coon don't speak for me.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
because LeBron James ain't nothing but a puppet. That's all he is.
Yeah, that's it. You're right
And
about
as a
that.
matter of fact, the NBA lost so much money. They're actually trying to bring the season back December 22nd, 3 days before Christmas, and have a 72-game season. They lost billions of dollars because nobody wasn't watching hardly. Baseball and lost 8.5 billion, I think, off their ratings. The World Series is going on. Ain't nobody been talking about it.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's a saying that some people use. You know what the saying is, brother?
What's that?
When you go woke, you're gonna go broke.
Absolutely, that's true.
You know. Hey, cut your volume back, man.
Okay, I hear you. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, go woke, go broke. And that's what's happening. Now, how do you feel about the Ice Cube situation?
I think that what Ice Cube is doing is a good thing. He needs to keep pushing it. So I think there's a lot of haters out there. You know, he got a target on his back now. So he got a target on his back. I think what he's doing is good. Contract with Black America is good. It needs to be addressed. You know, I think what he's doing is really good. It needs to be addressed. I'm all for it. I know he got a lot of haters now. 50 Cent picked up some haters now, and now you got Waka Flocka who just picked up some haters because, you know, he's not in support of Biden. He said.
Well, let me say something about that.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I don't have a problem. See, 50 Cent, I'm gonna start calling him 20 Cent because he's a coward. You know why he's a coward?
Why is that?
Because yesterday he came out and said, "Fuck Donald Trump, I never liked him anyway." But that was after Chelsea Handler told him, "You can't vote for Trump because you're a black person."
That's deep.
And I'm like, and I was talking to Valerie, you know, one day, and I told her, it's mighty weird. A lot of these brothers would date a mediocre looking white woman like Chelsea Handler, but they'll want a top of the line black woman in the same sentence.
Right.
So that really bothered me with 50 Cent because I didn't even really pay attention to Chelsea Handler dating him. But I said, damn, I thought she was older than 45. I thought she was about 60.
Right.
Or 70. I said, to me, she looked like a damn hag, man. But you know the videos when you got the witch riding in the broom and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought Chelsea Handler was that witch or something, man. I really couldn't tell.
Right, yeah.
So I was very disappointed in 50 Cent for backing down. But in 2020, man, you get to see how these celebrities, for the most part, a lot of them are broken black men who don't stand up for anything.
So 50 back down?
Yeah, he backed down.
I didn't see that one.
He said fuck Donald Trump. I never liked him anyway.
Wow.
Yeah. Chelsea was on the Jimmy Fallon show talking this nonsense, but I would say to Chelsea, how dare you tell me who to vote for? That's the same thing as Joe Biden saying you ain't black and you don't vote for me.
Right.
You know. Now we got another situation. As far as not 50, what's this guy name? LeBron made a commercial talking about disinformation aimed at black voters. And he said, don't be, you don't know who you're talking to online. You could be talking to a bot and you get misinformation. He said, don't listen to these online information. Could be a bot. Could be Russian disinformation.
Right.
And this guy, Jason Johnson, came on MSNBC and said that they needed to have LeBron as an antidote to Ice Cube. So you get what
Right.
they're doing. They're putting Ice Cube against LeBron, and LeBron to use that movement to try to stifle that.
Right. Yep. There comes that
So,
divide and conquer.
oh yeah, but you know what?
What's that?
LeBron James is actually losing a lot of popularity, man.
Yeah.
And he put in there, he said, don't listen to things about the bad Democratic plantation or some stuff like that. That was even in the commercials. You know, he ain't running nothing. He just
Right.
he doing whatever them communists or Marxists telling him to do. He ain't running nothing.
I agree with that one, big time.
LeBron, you know LeBron James to me? LeBron James is a coward. He's a coward. You know what Lauren Graham told LeBron James to do?
What's that?
Show him shut up and dribble.
Right.
And I agree, shut up and dribble. But because when China came to you and told you better not talk to us no more, LeBron James shut up like a quiet church mouse.
Right. Well, that's what we pay to see him do. We want to see him play the basketball, to be honest. I don't want to hear his personal views on nothing. He can do that on his own time.
Well, but you know what I say?
What's that?
98% of them I'd rather hear. I'd rather just watch them do what they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like KRS-One came out and said something about voting yesterday as a joke. And I don't mind KRS-One saying that, but I don't want to hear from LeBron James.
Right.
I might want to hear from Public Enemy at times, but I don't want to hear from LeBron about anything.
Right.
Matter of fact, I don't want to hear from no NBA player about anything.
No, that's real.
You know, they showed you because they knew they were losing rating. They said next year they're gonna take Black Lives Matter off the court. But you know what I call it, right?
What's that?
I call it White Lives Matter.
Right. Yeah.
Or Black Drags Matter.
Right. Yeah, that's what it really is.
Did you see the article I sent you the other day when the woman from Black Lives Matter, the woman, Gaza, said the reason she doesn't like patriarchy is because of her, she used to have to get her dad a cup of coffee in the morning.
Right, I did hear that.
So how you feel about that?
I think that's crazy, and I think that's some deep inbred, hate that she may have for men because of that. She needed counseling and didn't get it, and this is the after effects of that.
Well, it's crazy she's married to a transgender man.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, because she doesn't like men.
And there's a white one at that.
Right. Yeah. That makes even more sense.
So, how do you feel about Don Lemon attacking black men in his thing last week? His news now.
Yeah, I think Don Lemon, he's a hypocrite. He changed his tune not too long ago when he jumped on the bandwagon. Before, when he first came out on the news, he was talking about things that matter. Not sagging your pants and being on point and stuff like that. Now he's just he jumped with the Democrats and he just going for a narrative. I don't really listen to him anymore. I don't like the guy. Ever since Terry Crews was on there, he just tried to belittle the guy, and and it is what it is. But I don't really mess with Don Lemon at all. I think he's a hypocrite.
Well, you know the crazy part?
Yep.
I don't even mess with Terry Crews like that. Terry Crews got some stuff out there too.
Say it again. Can you say it one more time?
I said Terry Crews be buck dancing too, though.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, but I mean, you talking about the interview when he came on there about the Black Lives Matter thing?
I did see that one. We had the one with Don Lemon. Yeah.
Yeah, but Don Lemon wanted to interview Charlamagne the God, but he didn't want to interview Ice Cube.
Right. Yep. Yeah. He takes
Charlamagne. Let me say something about Charlamagne. Charlamagne's an interesting guy. You know why?
Why?
He'll bring Dr. Clyde Anderson and the people on there, right?
Right.
But then he'll do some dumb stuff and bring some gays or trans on there too.
Right. He'll come behind it with some bullcrap.
Yeah,
I saw
like
the Breakfast Club. I seen a clip on my YouTube page, and I didn't click it for a long time because I don't mess with the Breakfast Club no more. After they had Stanton King on there and Angela Stanton, and they didn't treat her right. They didn't treat her just. So ever since then, I shut them off. But I did see Claude Anderson on there, and I didn't click it yet, but I am going to click it today and watch and hear what he got to say because I always know he got some powerful words.
Well, yeah, him. They done had him. They done had Umar. They done had some people on there. But the problem is, it's just that they might bring one of these guys out once in a while, but then they bring a bunch of other dumb stuff.
Right. They bring a whole bunch of garbage in between. They want to put Claude Anderson up there and maybe throw Boyce up there or Umar. They like Umar, But I get what they're doing. But you know what I'm saying? I ain't falling for it.
You say you ain't falling for it, huh?
Nah, yeah, they'll try to throw that up there, but then they be throwing around their little political views, man, and it's so left. It's just sad. It's ridiculous.
Well, not only is it sad, it's also kind of see. Dr. Claude Anderson tell you the right stuff, right?
Right.
And they act like they agreed on the show, but then after they have another show, they just go completely to the way off.
Right.
Like Charlemagne actually sold. Charlemagne and Diddy sold you out. You know why they sold you out?
Right.
Because they were telling you, hold the vote, right?
Right.
And then they said Joe Biden has to pick a black woman.
Right.
Well, the woman they picked wasn't even a black woman.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
She's an Indo-Aryan Jamaican.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And even
if she was technically a black woman, right? That would not be the one to pick.
Exactly. She still wouldn't be the one. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
So Roland S. Martin, I was watching Roland S. Martin, right? And he's mad because KRS-One was on YouTube saying that voting is all an illusion. It ain't worth voting. It's all an illusion. And Roland S. Martin was like, he was so upset because he felt like that's getting people not to vote at all right before the elections. What you think about that?
Who, me?
Yeah, that's what KRS-One was saying. He was like, voting is just an illusion, man. And Roland S. Martin didn't like it.
Well, the electoral college picks the president anyway, right?
That's what he was saying. You don't vote for a president. You vote for an electoral college to vote for who they want us to vote for or who they want to vote for. And they were saying, nah, I don't quite really work like that.
Well, I just told you, there's no way Donald Trump's not going to win this election unless they try to steal it. And they can try to steal it if they want to. We got the Supreme Court justice.
Yeah, but Trump is crazy. He ain't gonna let him steal it. He gonna take it right back. He ain't gonna let him. He ain't gonna leave. But they are gonna try to do something shady. I think, to be honest, I think the left is gonna try to do something kind of shady.
Well, if you realize today, what did I send you today? I can't send it to you on Facebook. I'm in jail, but I can't send it to you even through Messenger. What did I send you today?
Send me some clips.
I sent you the Hunter Biden emails and
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the information's out there.
Yeah, it's out there.
And it's no wonder they don't want to release this information to the public. But like I said, there's always more than one way to skin a cat. If I get to searching, I'm gonna find it.
Absolutely.
I had a great young brother. I think he's 25 years old. He sent me a clip to look at or a link, and I told him, all right. So go to gnews.com, I think. I think it's owned by the Chinese Communist Party. Matter of fact, if you look at the top, it says CCP, Chinese Communist Party.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's another little website to look at just because Google and Twitter try to block you.
Right, okay.
Because they've been getting real out of line lately, haven't they?
Right.
So how do you feel about all the censorship going on?
I think it's crazy. I think, that's the left pulling together, trying to stop the truth from being heard. And that's all that's about, basically. But I think it's going to backfire on them.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So what do you have going on this evening out there in Texas? What's the plan?
It's pretty laid back right now. Anybody doing too much? It's just laid back. Everything's open. Ain't nothing shut down. Schools are open. Restaurants are open. 50% capacity. So it's just mellow. It's just laid back, but it's the same old out here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's the same old, same old.
Okay.
Laid back.
Well, I got with a question I have to ask you. When you out there, right?
Yeah.
Y'all not doing what they call mail-in voting.
Now people showing up out here.
Or they
In
showing up
record
out
numbers.
here, right?
Yeah, they're showing up in record numbers.
But you know what I want to tell you about voter turnout? What KIS once said, right?
Yeah, tell me.
Contrary to popular belief, black voter turnout is down 4 points lower than it was in 2016.
Yeah, I believe it. Because a lot of blacks on the left just be talking. They
What do
say
you
they don't
mean?
go out, but they don't go out. They be just talking. The blacks on the left, they just be saying, they just be talking, but a lot of them don't show up to the polls.
Well, a lot of people don't even know this. The majority of the population doesn't even vote anyway. They got hey, you good?
Let's see, trying to get it together. But yeah, my bad. But yeah, a lot of them don't even know it's true. But
Well, yeah. I mean, if you poor, right?
right.
You don't vote in the other end of the Spanish. If you're rich, you don't vote. Most just middle class people that vote.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Somebody said there's a mail-in vote. There's a problem right now in Texas. Mail-in vote. Your man ain't up to par. I don't know who Donald Washington is.
Okay. I know a few people who's gotten some mails, the mail-in vote got sent to their house, the mail-in ballots. I know a few people, but for the most part, most people ain't even filling them out. They're going down there. They got so many places you can go to. It was kind of lines kind of long, but when I went, I walked in and walked right out.
Okay. I don't know. There's mail-in vote in Texas. Okay. But okay. He said you ain't up to par with this one. But I mean, but I heard what you said that. But let me ask you a question though. How long were the lines in Texas?
Say it again.
How long were the lines?
At first, early voting, they were long. There was like about the lines were long, but they were moving fast. I knew a few people that had some Trump gear on, and they walked all the way up to the door, and the lady was like, they didn't let them in with the Trump gear on, the Trump hat and stuff like that. And they said it was just the rules. They can't wear neither one of the parties, but right outside the library, you see the signs everywhere. So I don't know, but when I went maybe a couple days after early, and it was just walk in, walk out.
Okay.
Yeah, but I didn't go
that
to the library. I went to the town hall.
Down here in Virginia, we can't. They got places where they say they're not gonna allow you to put political signs in your yard and stuff. So
wow.
yeah, they in certain areas, certain districts, they're not gonna let you do it. I mean, it's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But you know what? It's not. You know what? It's not even just crazy. You know what it is?
What's that?
We had something in Virginia that you wouldn't expect to see the other day. We had
What's that?
people riding down the street on Monument Avenue. This is one of the. This thing we all blew everything. Blue Senate, blue House, blue City Council. Shit.
Oh, wow.
We had a Trump rally on Monument Avenue. And the crazy part about it, they painted a statue on Monument Avenue with BLM.
Oh wow. Wow.
So I'm just letting you know that in all honesty, you got Trump supporters that you ain't never heard of before. I'm just being dead honest with you, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I done seen movements like Armenians for Trump, Muslims for Trump, blacks for Trump.
Yep.
Amish. And
Hispanics.
Amish, the Amish is a little community. A lot of them be in Philadelphia, like the Quakers and stuff.
Right.
Like,
yep.
These are people you wouldn't. I even saw, believe it or not, a sign that said "gays for Trump."
Wow.
And that's almost laughable considering
right.
that the woman in the Supreme Court could strike down one day, possibly, or do something about these benefits they got.
Right.
Now, you got Obama that was in Florida today, right?
Yeah.
And I was talking to a friend the other day, and I said, listen, why do black people even listen to anything that Barack Obama hardly says.
That's
I
true.
mean, like I mean, he lied to you when he got in office. He lied to you since. And as a matter of fact, you know all this thing about they keep saying that Obama keep on talking about the healthcare law.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't know that Affordable Care Act was a Republican bill anyway.
That's true.
And it actually raised the insurance rates up. Yeah, I know people who had it, and they would tell you this thing was knocking their socks off in insurance deductibles and premiums.
Heck yeah, I remember. I had it. It was horrible.
Yeah, I mean it's not affordable. It's actually unaffordable.
Yeah. They went over your income. It was just horrible. I didn't like it at all. It was like less quality. The quality went down.
Well, but it was a ripoff for the insurance companies, though. That's the actual point I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
A lot of people went bankrupt behind it, and a lot of people lost their insurance behind it too.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, the one thing I didn't like about it is that it actually allocated state taxpayer dollars in Section 57, where a transgender could get sexual reassignment surgery. And now, if you want to do that, it's on you, but don't take it out of taxpayer money to do no shit.
Absolutely, for real.
So, if you go to Google, right?
Yeah.
And pull up the Obamacare kid, right?
Yeah.
And you'll see a little black boy that's standing beside him. You know they always make us look like the face of the thing, right?
Right.
And look up the Obamacare kid, right?
Okay.
And you'll see a little black boy that's sitting right there. That guy's a transgender now.
Oh wow.
You look at it. I think his name is Owens or something, but you can go look at that. And that's some weird shit, man.
Yeah.
But when I look at Obama, right? I look at I like that, you know, sometimes you got to see the light, right?
Yeah.
He put you to sleep, Donald Trump woke you up.
Yeah.
I mean, because in all honesty, you know, if black people like Cynthia McKinney, there was another guy, I think there was a couple of people, Lupe Fiasco, there's a few people that was calling him out on his war crimes and stuff, what he did in Libya and stuff. But a lot of black people just too silent about really what he was doing in the Middle East. After putting 53 military bases on the continent of Africa,
right?
Bases, trying to put homosexuality on the continent of Africa. So, and then killing Muammar Gaddafi, with Hillary Clinton saying we came, we saw, he died, and laughed. Like I said, I mean, I wanted to say something. You know, it's right here that Obama always talk about black unemployment, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be dead on with you, and this is something that a lot of people need to know. It won't know 7.6%. It was more like 48 in certain areas.
Right.
It won't know 7.6%. As a matter of fact, even for white folks, it won't know 7 point. It won't know 5%. The numbers are way off the rep because a lot of jobs were leaving and going other places.
Yep, you're right.
As a matter of fact, I got some friends in Chicago closed 49 schools out of 50 by the mayor that was down there, Rahm Emanuel, doing his time and all.
Wow.
And as a matter of fact, I think Chicago, Gary, Indiana, Detroit, Milwaukee, in certain areas where the black people was. You look at California. I know you've been to California before, right?
Oh, lots of times.
If you go down that Skid Row, I mean, California is only like, I think, 6 or 7% black now. And those people getting gentrified out of their areas. Matter of fact, they were homeless after the crisis. People lost their home in foreclosure.
Right.
I don't know if you, I don't know if you was in Texas. You remember that mortgage crash thing?
I was on the West Coast when that happened. That's what brought me to Texas.
Why did it bring you to Texas? Explain that.
The economy got really bad. The mortgage, housing crisis. So what happened was, if your mortgage was say $1,500 a month, everything went up. Your mortgage went from $1,500 a month to about $2,300 a month, and it happened to everybody out there in Vegas. And so people were leaving. They were selling their houses. They were foreclosing. The economy got really bad during that last recession, and particularly in Nevada, they got hit hard. The only industry they have is gambling. It's not like Texas where they got oil, fracking, they got hospitals, they got military bases out here, they got farming, all kind of stuff. But the Vegas is just gambling, so it got really tough. So a lot of people left.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
The mortgage that went up $800 like that, right?
Absolutely.
Was that the people who got the bad loans?
No, that was they were doing these bad loans for everybody. The people who couldn't even afford these houses, the banks were approving everybody. That was that Obama stuff, and it was a rate that was a flexible rate. It can go up or down or whatever. It didn't stay
Wait,
still.
whoa. Oh, you talking about after he passed the bailout, right? After they passed the bailout, right?
This was like right before the bailout. He bailed everybody out because they needed that bailout.
Wait a minute, whoa, hold on, Jay. Actually, Bush passed the first bailout, then he passed the economic incentive. But the real problem was when Clinton was in office, he repealed Glass-Steagall Act, which, that was the Glass-Steagall Act. You gotta look that up. Because that deregulated the banks.
Right.
But it made it appear, because I know some black people, right?
Yeah.
That'll tell you they was just getting houses like you walk in basically
approved.
You don't have to be good, you can get a house.
Yeah, approved. Everybody was approved. Yeah.
And what happened was you had a lot of people that were bottoming out. Like what they do, I don't know how you know how you have a fixed mortgage?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got the fixed mortgage, and then
But they was getting what they call amortized or balloon payments.
Yeah. Well, because the bank will tell you that we're going to be at 3% now, but it may go up. But more likely, it hasn't went up in the last 20 years. It ain't going to go up, but it could, and then it did.
Well, yeah. That's why they call it the housing bubble.
Yeah, it popped.
And when it popped, the people were selling their houses. Well, they weren't even selling them; they were leaving them.
They were leaving.
They weren't selling them; they were leaving the houses. You hear me?
Yep.
They were leaving them. And matter of fact, not only just leaving them, they actually, I know people that told me they would just flood the damn basement and short sell the damn house.
Right.
You short sell the house and you sell it, then somebody get caught with underwater mortgage. A lot of people was just leaving the houses and going anywhere. Whether they went homeless, whether they Well, they won't probably keep an apartment though. They might have got an apartment, but they just a lot of people just packed up and left the houses. As a matter of fact, in California, you got 51% of people, black people, that was homeless now. Wow, this thing messing up a lot. You gotta get this thing fixed though. Come on, brother, come back in the line, man. Well, anyway, as I was saying, I mean, that was an interesting time, 2008 recession. So, I mean, that was very interesting. I mean, a lot of people still don't know what hit them, thanks to George Soros and the other guys. Yeah, hello? Yeah?
Yeah, it's something, man. It is something.
What?
Just what you were saying, man, about how they be doing that there. Hold on 1 second. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Well, a lot of people don't know though. You really had Goldman Sachs and One West Bank like George Soros, and matter of fact, the guy that's Secretary of Treasury, Steve Mnuchin, they was behind it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kamala Harris ain't prosecute them.
Right.
As a matter of fact, Kamala Harris really didn't do a lot in California. She could have prosecuted way more bankers than she didn't prosecute nobody else.
Nah.
She didn't do anything to cops who killed Matrice Richardson, who is a lesbian, by the way. Who I don't think Kamala Harris is a lesbian. I know that girl is a lesbian.
Right.
She an opportunist.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, So what I'm saying, brother, if you came to Texas because of the subprime mortgage crisis,
the recession, that recession hit in 2008, man, it hit hard. So yeah,
but you didn't. But did your mortgage go up $800 too?
went up about $700.
So did you sell a house?
No, couldn't sell it at the time. Uh-uh.
So how were you? I'm just asking personal experience. How were you able to
Yeah,
get out?
filed bankruptcy.
Oh, that's what you had to do.
Yep. File bankruptcy, get out of it. Well, why? Because why are you gonna pay $2,200 for that when they can file bankruptcy and get a whole other house a little bit bigger with a lower mortgage? You can pay back to paying $1,400 a month. So it wouldn't make sense. That's what everybody was doing. Or they would just leave it. It wouldn't make sense to do that. So it was just a decision you got to make.
Yeah, but at the time, though, a lot of people couldn't file bankruptcy either, though.
Yeah, some people couldn't. Yeah, yeah.
So that's the interesting part about that. But I'm just saying that that's why I was saying I was asking you how. Did you find a house to move to in Texas? Or did you find a way to do that?
I had some people in my corner helping me out with and the red state was a good state to come to as far as economy and and stuff like that. There's a lot of industry out here, and yeah, it really is.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I was wondering how you was able to do that because I'm like saying, I know a lot of people just told me they moved with their parents or they moved with their girlfriend or whatever during that time. So I didn't know how you was able to get out of that.
Oh yeah, man. The industry I was in was pretty good industry.
Okay, so let me explain something. Go back to something again. The one thing. So you filed bankruptcy in California, Nevada, and moved to Texas.
Nevada.
And then you was able to move to Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. It was easy to get the house when you came back.
Yeah. Well, yeah. After the bankruptcy, you're like starting all over. There's people out there that can help you out. Your credit, your score will be okay. You'll be all right. Filing bankruptcy is actually decent. Yeah, you'll be all right.
One of the worst things that happened with that, and a lot of people don't know this. This is the worst thing that happened with that.
So yeah.
A lot of people they pass this program called HARP, like a mortgage program, refinance program or something.
Right.
But that really didn't work out too well.
No.
Because it gave the banks the right to decide how they were going to do it. And they were accepting certain people a certain amount of dollars.
Yeah.
You couldn't even qualify for it if you was, if you took a subprime loan, you couldn't even hardly qualify for the damn thing.
Yeah, you're right.
So, but really to tell you the truth, so what you're saying is you bought a house, so they suckered you into the mortgage too?
Well, they was doing it. Everybody was doing it. I mean, that's just how everybody was doing that mortgage where you didn't have a fixed rate, like balloon payment, and yeah, that bubble busted. But what happened was years before that, every year your house was jumping up 20 to 50 grand in equity. It was ridiculous. I mean, everybody was just spending money, refinancing, spending money. The whole city was doing it like in the mid-90s in Vegas.
Really?
Yeah, it was ridiculous how much money the whole city had. Everybody had money. 2-3 years in your house, you done went up 100 grand. It was just ridiculous. Now the houses are expensive, but I remember when they were about the price of Texas houses. But now,
wait a minute, you say your equity went up, so you was able to sell a house at a higher rate.
Most people were refinancing every year, getting like 50 racks. It was that crazy. Yep.
Oh, so they was actually making a killing off it.
Well, what happened was the 90s is when Vegas went through its boom. It was booming. That's all. It was booming, and then it was just really good. Every industry was good. Everybody was making. It was a place to be. It was a fairly new city, so it looks really nice, up to date on everything. So it was a place to be. But it was booming at that time. Every city goes through its boom, and it boomed, and it was good while it lasted. It was 5,000 people moving there every month. So if you were in sales, you were doing really good, just selling everything, making money.
So you do know that during that time a whole lot of smaller blanks closed during that time too, don't you?
Right? Yeah, they did. Yeah, they sure did.
Because the small banks were giving out some of them subprime loans too.
Yeah, subprime used to be really big back then, and then it all kind of went away. They lost so much.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think the people knew they were getting subprime loans
though? Someone probably didn't. Be honest, they were probably ignorant to that.
Okay.
They was just happy to get a loan.
Okay, because I'm gonna say this. Because the real thing with the subprime loan with black people, you know what happened with a lot of black people?
What's that?
Some of the black people actually could afford a regular loan and still took out the subprime loan.
Well, yeah, the banks want to make money off you, and yeah, you got to, yeah, Yeah, that's ridiculous right there.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people think that thing was an accident. No, they meant to do that.
Right. Yeah, that was on purpose.
And as a matter of fact, the funny thing about Obama, right?
Uh huh.
He said he wanted to punish the banksters, right?
Right.
He bailed them out.
Yeah. Well, his lawyer firm was a product of Goldman Sachs, so he was connected with Goldman Sachs
That's
and Wall
right.
Street. So he had to bail him out. They had him. They got him in his back pocket. They had him.
You remember what's the guy named Cornel West?
Yeah. I know.
Cornel West used to call him a Wall Street puppet, but that's what he was.
Yeah, that's what he was.
He did everything for Wall Street.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, check this out. Now you know this COVID-19 thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, say what you want, but at least you did get a stimulus, right?
Yeah.
When that housing crash hit, did you get a stimulus?
Nope. Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. The banks got it.
Yep. That's crazy.
And you know what something else he did with the banks?
What's that?
See, a lot of people don't know. He had programs like Race to the Top. You see how Biden, they always tell him Trump trying to cut security or something?
Yeah.
That's bullcrap because Obama had to sequester budget cuts, the Simpson-Bowles Commission, and another I forgot the one more thing. But Obama's administration was slashing all that stuff.
Yep.
A lot of people, that's why I told you, a lot of that stuff, when you look and find this man's ancestors, you find out he related to George Bush, Dick Cheney, Warren Buffett, Brad Pitt, Sarah Palin, Jefferson Davis. You go on and on. You'll find out, hold on. This ain't no black man. This a biracial dude that's got a lot of white people. This man is a wealth. Like last week he talked about, I'm at a Baskin and I grew up working at Baskin Robbins. You don't even living in the United States at the time, man. If you was, you're living in
Right.
So it's very hypocritical of him to say that. But of course, when you got people that think like suckers, sometimes they fall for it. Huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I will say this though, when I look at Texas, right?
Yeah.
I know you. I know your great brother. Matter of fact, tell your brother I said hi if he ain't watching.
Yeah, I can let him know.
I got a friend out there that's in Houston too.
Uh-huh.
Now, you're right there beside Louisiana, right?
Yeah, it's right next door.
Okay, so I want to ask you a question. So when Hurricane Katrina got hit, did you get affected?
I wasn't out here in Hurricane in 05. I was in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
But I have family out here, and the stories they tell me, it was crazy out here. It was wild.
Now, I want to say one thing about Katrina. Katrina was wasn't just a weather thing. That was also more of a land grab too. Because you had a lot of areas that really could have been remodeled, but their plan was to gentrify New Orleans too and get rid of the black population there.
Right.
Because they closed a lot of schools and they fired a whole lot of teachers during that same time.
Wow.
And as a matter of fact, they had a Democratic mayor, and what is this guy named? Or was he? No, he was Bush's boy, but he was a Democrat. His name was Nagin.
Oh wow. Okay.
Ray Nagin, and he got locked up a couple years ago. But I don't know if you remember a quarterback named Aaron Brooks.
Sound familiar.
He's a quarterback with the Saints, black quarterback. Played there for Drew Brees.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Drew Brees, Aaron Brooks is down here in Virginia with me, I think.
Okay.
He used to play ball with me at the gym sometimes, right?
Uh-huh.
But Aaron Brooks, said that they didn't do nothing about Katrina, and they just left people just off back. And after that, he got cut by New Orleans, and that was it. I mean, he played with Oakland one more year, but he couldn't find a job. He would actually say that, he think they blackballed him talking about Katrina.
Right.
And I think Aaron Brooks spoke up more than anybody because, like, we got what's this guy named Kaepernick.
Uh-huh.
Now let me ask you a question. I know how people feel about it in Texas. What do you think about the Kaepernick situation?
It is what it is. Kaepernick,
Yeah.
man, I don't know. They say I don't know. I don't know because he ain't no revolutionary guy. He didn't, originally he didn't take that knee down to start a movement. It just kind of took his own little course. I don't know. He worked for Nike now. I don't even think he's gonna play football. If they offered him a job right now, as playing quarterback, I don't think he'd take it. Man, he's got a comfortable position working for Nike. You know.
Well, let me say something about him. Let me say something about Kaepernick.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, Kaepernick is a springboard for Black Lives Matter. He was actually donating money to him. George Soros back and forth, but he's not a revolutionary because some fact he didn't lose nothing.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, come to think about it, he had his own. The idea was good, but the means of it was really nefarious in the end.
Yeah.
Because now he has a deal with Disney, right?
Yeah.
So I think they were trying to go to that. Well, they weren't trying to do it. They were going to that Marxist agenda now.
Right.
Because I mean, I'll send you the clip online, but there's a woman that said she was Kaepernick's friend, but then I found out she was transgender.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But that's beside the point. But I'm just saying that he's it's kind of like with the LeBron thing, right?
Right.
They get into these co-opted movements, right?
Uh-huh.
But they don't sit there and think, oh man, we're in a co-opted movement, but they use it for the means because the Kaepernick thing with the kneeling, right?
Yeah.
I'm not too much for the kneeling, right? I'm not for that. You know what I'm about?
What you about?
Don't play the game.
Yeah. Shut up and play.
No, I said don't play the game.
Oh, don't play the game. Okay.
Yeah, don't play the game.
So instead of taking the knee, just don't show up at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be better. Just your absence. But yeah, instead of starting the controversy, just don't show up. That's your best bet. If you don't show up, then you need to shut up and dribble or shut up and play. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of like this. Kaepernick is what I call. Is a word can you use kind of like controlled opposition thing. I mean, it sounds good, but you know that the movement's co-opted.
Right.
Because thing with Kaepernick, you can't take money from George Soros. That's the Hungarian Jew guy, the 90-year-old Hungarian Jew that funds Black Lives Matter, Antifa, and all the other stuff. You know, and let me ask you a question. One more thing. What do you think about Antifa? You hear me?
I think that they are not an idea. I think they are a real organization, and they be hijacking Black Lives Matter events all the time. So that lets you know Black Lives Matter. They kind of weak because they get hijacked. So
they all funded by the same people. They're not hijacked. They just come in and just finish the rest.
So you got Black Lives Matter. So within Black Lives Matter, there's layers. You got people who really are there thinking they're doing something right, that's protesting peacefully, and then you got. So you're saying there's people that's working with Antifa, with Black Lives Matter on the higher level. I'm thinking.
But they get. I mean, they're getting paid by the same guy.
Right.
Only thing about Black Lives Matter also getting paid by corporations. That's the only difference.
Right.
Black Lives Matter actually is a political party, whereas Antifa is more of a straight up anarchist, communist, Marxist thing. I think Black Lives Matter is more the Marxist, and Antifa more the communist / that's what Antifa is more. So.
Right.
Because Antifa is actually a far left movement that originated in Germany. They actually been over in the other parts of the world too.
Mm-hmm.
But you know the Black Lives Matter girl is not serious anytime she They named them 3 of the most influential people in the world, man.
That's crazy. Yeah,
So
Alicia Garza.
they're not influencing me. They get some daggone Trojan horses. What they want to do, and all of them is homosexual.
Absolutely. It's pretty
Yeah,
crazy.
you say it's crazy, right?
It really is.
But I would say this, brother. You got a great program too. So I do want you to shout out your program to the audience.
Once again, you can catch me. Just Google the Jay Harris podcast show. Politics as usual, and we do different debates and we do different interviews.
Okay.
We want to have you back on there, King BJ. We want to have you back on there too soon.
Oh, look, man. You can get me on there. But look, I want to ask you one more thing. You go. What's this guy name? Yeah, I see you like to have a lot of Democrat and Republican.
Yeah, we got Republican Ray. We got Democrat. No, we got Democrat Ray, and we got Republican Mario. We got Isaac. He's an independent. Even Attorney Gavin Richard goes as an independent. So we got different. We got Democrats, Republicans, Independents, and we let them all. We can let everybody have talking points and see what he
thinks. What I am?
What are you, independent?
No, I'm not. I'm just a realist. I'm just telling you the facts of the situation.
Absolutely.
So that's why I said. That's why I like to. What's a guy named Ray?
Democrat Ray.
Yeah. I like him, but he's kind of crazy, But look though, it's all in good fun.
Absolutely.
And at least he's not disrespectful.
Absolutely, yeah. At the end of the day, we know we disagree, but we ain't gotta hate each other and all that. We can get along with each other.
And like I said, you got a great show. And we will get some other.
Yeah, Democrat Ray gonna be back on there too. I want you to chop it up with him. He gonna be back on there this week.
Okay, yeah, I ain't gonna. Yeah, I would try to get with him and stuff. But I just want to make sure you keep in touch with and I know one day you'll probably get the judge on there.
I'm definitely gonna get Judge Joe Brown on the show. Everybody stay tuned for that.
Okay, well, do you got a donation thing? You can donate to?
You can actually just go to when you go to my podcast, it has sponsorship. You can sponsor me at 99 cents a month, $4 a month, $10 a month, whatever you want. Every little bit helps. We appreciate it, and we appreciate all the donations that we've already been getting. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we got one more week to the election, right?
Yes. One more week.
I want you to take cover because after November 3rd, it's gonna be a wild horse moment.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Absolutely.
So you already know to strap up.
Yeah, we can live off the land out here. We got deer.
I ain't gonna live on land. I'm about strapping up and getting ready. But yeah, I do want you to take your time and stuff, man.
Okay.
Be cool.
Well, once again, I appreciate you having me on, and I love to come back with you. And the next time we'll do some video. I was just in traffic doing some things, so I only can do audio right now. But I'll definitely get back with you next time.
Yes, sir, brother.
All right, thank you.
You too, brother.